Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Homebound Chapters and my name is Elsie. Have you ever been told you were too sensitive? I want you to pause with me for a moment because I believe sensitivity is not the problem people make it out to be. Sensitivity is actually awareness, it's perception. You know when your nervous system notices what your mind was taught to dismiss? Many women were not too emotional. They were simply paying attention in an environment where truth was inconvenient. What I'd like to discuss today is for the woman who sensed something was off long time before she had words for it. The woman who felt tension in her body, confusion in her thoughts, and exhaustion in her spirit, but kept going anyhow. You didn't imagine the distance. I'm sure you didn't exaggerate the coldness. You didn't make up for the feeling that you were shrinking to keep the peace. What you experienced was subtle harm. The kind that doesn't leave marks, but leaves doubt. Have you ever experienced that? The kind that makes you question yourself instead of the situation. Many women stay in situations like this because the harm isn't obvious enough to justify living. There's no single moment to point to, just 1,000 small moments where something inside you went quiet. And over time, you learn to override your intuition. You learn to explain things away. You learn to call discomfort love and endurance strength. But here's the truth that no one tells you. Your body always knew. Your chest will usually become tight. The constant self-doubt. The way you felt lonelier with someone than being alone. Have you actually felt that? Like being with someone but feeling lonely all the time? Those were not character flaws. They were signals. When women are repeatedly told they are too sensitive, what's really happening is this. Their perception threatens a system that benefits from the silence. And eventually, many women stop trusting themselves. They start asking others to interpret their reality for them. They start waiting for permission to live, to rest, and to choose peace. If you are listening to this and realizing how much you ignored your inner knowing, I want you to hear this clearly. You were not weak. You were adapting. Healing doesn't begin with answers. It begins when a woman slowly starts listening to herself again. Without rushing, without judgment, without needing to justify herself. This channel exists to support that process. And we're going to be doing this gently, honestly, without minimizing what you've lived through. You don't need to label your experience perfectly to honor it. You don't need to convince anyone else that it was bad enough. If it cost your peace, it mattered. In the next videos, we'll talk about boundaries, clarity, emotional control, and what it means to rebuild a relationship with yourself after years of self-abandonment. But for now, let this land. You were not too sensitive. You were paying attention. And learning to trust yourself again is not rebellion, it's coming home. If this spoke something inside you, you are welcome to stay. Subscribe if you are choosing clarity over confusion. This is Unbound Chapters, and you don't have to rush this chapter. Thank you all for listening. See you in the next video. Bye.